I love America. Let me repeat this. I love America. I love hair in the breeze, 70 degrees, palm trees and SD. I love pokies and OB. I love this freedom that I breathe. I love this life that I lead. I love thrift stores and vinyl archaeology. Digging in crates for 70s gems, the wind through my window, a pen in my afro. I love getting drenched by sound showers, the power of Jimi Hendrix ripping purple haze 75 miles per hour down this twisting highway. When the sun greets the day until it sinks into waves, I love the people, all shades of skin, the true beauty's within. I love this world like my kin, I'll turn enemies to friends. I love the music that breathes with its kick drum heartbeat when it speaks in the evening, weaving the fabric that holds us together through all kinds of weather. I love the scenery evolving on into the ever. Crimson canyons layered with mystery and history. The red rocks reminding me of ancient mystic entities. The clear blue waters of a mountain stream running underneath massive aged sequoia trees. The bayou-soaked humidity of the southeast, 90 degrees and sticky like molasses. I spent years on this road with rose-tinted sunglasses, mapping the vastness which exists in my heart. I love the full moon above which illuminates the dark. I love Central Park and its rusted fall bloom, blooming flowers in June and extensive sand dunes. I love being in tune, surrendering to the flow of surroundings, astounding pounding visuals in the peripheral. I love the miracles which cooperate to make this exist. It's bliss when I'm kissed by these waves of sensation, inhaling this chaos to exhale liberation. I love underground hip-hop exploring equations, like listening to Black Star in my burgundy car, racing alone in my Mission Hills home. I love the quantum truth speakers, youth teachers, young urban preachers with abstract features like Aesop rock and orthodox style, reminded of miles of instrumentation, miles of Davis blowing Oasis, just blowing out desolation, blowing out pavement. I love Abbie Hoffman and his Woodstock Nation. I love America. Elegant like Ellington, abstract as Eiler. It's laughing hysterically at old Richard Pryor. America is Coltrane, it is pleasure and pain. It's a high school memory of Prince Purple Rain. America is Mingus, Guthrie, Langston Hughes. America is barbecue, America is blues. America is city lights, America is monk. America is rock and roll, rhythm and funk. Saxophone solos, so full of soul like Sly Stone's family with so many tones. It's Gil Scott-Heron on the roof reading poems. It's knowing the side streets and the quickest route home. It's Sam Cooke with the gospel giving me chills. It's a young Aretha Franklin making time stand still. It's Afrocentrism, black culture with wisdom. It's late 60s hippies, no belief in a system. It's Berkeley students and Panthers hand in hand on a mission. It's the moment when Maya told me why Cage Bird sings. It's the time James Addiction said all now with wings. It's Henry David Thoreau and civil disobedience. It's your grandmother's cooking with the secret ingredients. It's an Amanda Ziller action thriller. It's a silent killer with a violent filter. It's being blazed on the PCH winding road on a summer day. It's me adjusting the level and raising the treble on a Murder City Devil CD, going 60 on a meandering road as the cold wind blows through my windows around Lake Tahoe on the way to the show, arriving in the nick of time. It's a nick or a dime in Washington Square Park. It's a freestyle rhyme in a back parking lot. It's the drum circles echo just before the dark. It's the brush and the paper, the mother and father of art. It's the rhythm that's pounding within all our hearts that are steadily beating and changing like seasons. I pledge allegiance to reason and allegiance to equals, not allegiance to these demons deceiving our people. As we live through this golden age of misinformation, state-run media is on the local station. Pandemic hits home, president takes a vacation to make Twitter rants about his victimization, to work on his golf swing while a nation can't breathe, to talk about ratings while a nation can't grieve, to push fake cures until a nation drinks bleach. Alternative facts fill an abrasive blank speech. Spin the wheel of misfortune brought to you by climate change. Did you get California flames or New Orleans hurricanes? And the economy is broken unless your occupation is digging graves for the greatest generation. And today we've managed to mock education as if knowledge were flaw, and I'm still in awe of a criminal giving me lectures on law and order. When chaos and disorder is all this man knows, caging children at the border is how low we will go. But that was the dawn of this social limbo. There's good folks on both sides. A young woman dies, Nazis taking joy rides and marching with fire. Rest in peace, Heather Heyer. So you don't want us to take to the streets, suggest we find ways to protest peacefully. But you didn't take kindly when we took to one knee. In fact, you took to one knee and you placed it on our necks, and you held it there for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Try holding your breath, see how far you can get with freedom, the one goal at the end of all of this. See freedom and diversity make America great, not ranting and raving, division and hate, not turning our streets into a police state, and blaming your successor on what you created, and blaming your predecessor for a disease devastating, wielding fear as a weapon to mobilize a base, fear of unknown things that they'll never face, Fear of a woman's rights, fear of a race, fear of a future that changes we'll make, fear of moving forward, fear of evolution, fearful of science, fear this revolution, cause revolution's coming and it will be televised. You'll have to watch it on Fox with your eyes open wide, because the future moves forward, that's the trajectory of time. And your campaign slogan's about looking behind. Your pandemic response was to turn a blind eye, to turn a deaf ear when they speak of the dying. It is what it is, your relief to those crying. You managed to politicize the disease as if COVID-19 cared what you believed in, as we clutched to our chests saying we couldn't breathe. George Floyd, rest in peace. This is the year of short breath, and my 2020 vision sees nothing ahead. America is wounded and inching towards death, but this is our land, so we stand up for it. And if you think patriotism stops at waving the red, white, and blue, when the red, white, and blue lights flash behind you, if you're black, then you're scared, cause there's a black and blue bruise on your mind from the phantom batons that they've used to beat down your soul since it set foot in new sand. From slavery's shackles to the cuffs on your hand. And you vote and you hope and you plot and you plan and you work and you sweat and you live for this land, and you do what it takes to make it good as you can. And you'll bend till you break for the sake of your family. And you speak out against the atrocities you see, and you're willing to die in the streets for beliefs. That's patriotism. Not waving a flag for some misguided vision. Rooted in division. America is fading past my recognition, and I love America, just not your rendition. Where the emperor sits naked on his golden throne, and we film a mass shooting on a cellular phone, and we don't even blink cause we're numb to our bones, and the cyclone of news is the way the wind blows, and we still don't need a weatherman to know. And we may be isolated, but we're never alone. We'll braid our voices in the streets into a beautiful poem. And I look at every face and see a rainbow of tones. I love America, won't let it sink like a stone. And you may yell at me to leave, but this is always my home.